slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family.
Well, damn, dude. So I regard you with concerned curiosity. I trust you gain an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all, but for now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. At this rate, there's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. God, I was so... it's fine. I just want this to be over at this point. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliyola and Alexandria. And while Geraldo knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within that enormous tower Everkeep. So here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Cthulhu and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust, but the fact remains that they share a desire to stop Geraldo. Fiend 2 claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? Well, I'm Zarenville's mother. Exactly. See, simple really, their leader is Zarenville's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Spain may feel, she's the ruler of this nation. There to greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point in knowing Geraldo, we must assume that his arrangement with Spain is not made without some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcomed. Hold on, there's no guarantee that's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuliyola. As you say, we have no proof that's really Cthulhu, but I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can, otherwise we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Geraldo for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Erenville. You always had great instincts honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? If it's a trap, we'll deal with it. That's always the way with you. Yes! Because I can smack people with the boat. Fine, if you're set on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. Alright, in we go. There's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Geralda. But I thought he was your brother. He's also an ass. You really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As bound resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. I don't know, we'll come at you hesitate a lot. Like us, you and you are supposed to Geralda. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize this is sudden and that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I won't trust in the convention of anyone who I would trust in the convention of anyone who shares my goals. So fight with me, I beg you. That's your problem, look at you. Too damn trusting of everyone. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While you've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son with you, my fussy little bun. He's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Thank you to everyone. Together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. And let's not waste any time. We've been wandering about Geralda's whereabouts. Where's the palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides on the uppermost level. But while Queen Sveen has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it'd only be the Queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Geralda will eventually march on Tulliola again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tulliola. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm, but if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him. Show absolute no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Kona instead. He'll attack Tulliola like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objections. Any campaign against Tulliola requires that Geralda lead his forces through Vanguard. We'll have our lookouts on the eye on it day and night. Should such a strategy Such a strategy is certainly valuable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Yeah, probably. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Yustola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades appraised of the development. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word at first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. We'll wait for Giralja to move. You do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourself with technology that empowers him. That and I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. You'd be impressed to know that we're located right inside the tower in the residential districts of Solution 9. Hiding in a tree in the forest as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. About that, Speen said that she'd make it so we could enter without issue. She did. Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when working together. While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Gia, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Weki. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Weki is a Tawat name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right, our mother is twin and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you, though I have no memories of my mother. I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he'd be released, but when months went by with no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. That bastard, even here he thinks he's nothing of his own people. Sometime later we were approached by a member of Oblivion, hoping to get justice for our father. We joined the order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together we'll avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. Introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. Well, yeah, I mean, twins and all. And while mine is a Tawatan name, I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes, our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, and everyone's so nice. You'll love it. And that's us here. You'll meet the others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts, all. One last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kahula. She talks about you so much. It's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you can. Still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Meanwhile, some shenanigans probably going on.
You've been consulting with Wook Lamont. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require, is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wook Lamont bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family.
Well, damn, dude.
The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Wook Lamont and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as Argos align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Wook Lamont, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuliolal.
What now?